Theo Walcott speaking about Giochri starting in big games. Mikel Merino is more trusted in the big games. He's a player that you know what you're going to get. I think Giochri's will be more of an impact player in the big games. He'll learn a lot from what Merino does. After matchday 13, Arsenal are top of the table, but when this season ends, you will remember these words I'm about to write. As long as Arteta is still coaching Arsenal, this team will never win a major trophy. Maybe he is a good cultivator, but Arsenal needs someone who knows how to turn seeds into real production. Arsenal still don't have the mentality to beat a Chelsea side with 10 men. If this were Manchester City with a chance to go 7 points clear, they would never waste that opportunity. Very disappointed.
It's honestly miles off. Both are top players, sure, but even Chelsea's own manager said it before kickoff, he can do anything. And he wasn't lying. People hype Caicedo for his ball winning, when the truth is cleaner, smarter, more dominant. Explosion symbol. Rice doesn't launch himself into wild, reckless tackles. His defensive timing is squeaky clean, his anticipation elite, and today was another masterclass. From the very first whistle, Caicedo was flying into challenges like his dad runs the PGMOL. Meanwhile, controlled the entire midfield with power and intelligence. There's levels. And Rice is at the top of the mountain.
Arsenal recently faced a brutal schedule, playing against Tottenham, Bayern Munich, and Chelsea within an 8-day period. This was the first time in 3 seasons they played such major games away from home without their best centre-backs, Saliba and Gabriel, yet they managed to not concede a single goal from open play. It is misguided for some fans to use the Chelsea red card as an excuse to diminish Arsenal's achievement. Consider this season's precedent. Manchester United defeated Chelsea but then lost to Everton, who played with 10 men at Old Trafford. Furthermore, remember last season when Manchester City celebrated their 2-2 equalizer against a 10-man Arsenal as if they had won a final. Everything that happens in a game, including red cards, is part of football. A result is a result, regardless of the circumstances. Mosquera and Hincapie really did a nice work even when the both have an early yellow card booked down, and was also their first North London derby match against Chelsea today. I love that performance from them. We go again on Wednesday night against Brentford. Speaking head Martin Odegaard on the tough battle between #Arsenal and #Chelsea at Stamford Bridge today. It was an intense game, a good battle. Both teams started really aggressively, started strong, there were a lot of duels. Obviously, with the red card, we feel like we should have won the game and done a little bit better in certain areas of the game. In the end, it was a tough battle and a point, so we'll have to take that and move on, and make sure we win the next one. It's been a massive week for us. Some big games, some big results. Today was another big test for us. We wanted to come here and finish off the week with a win, but as I said, it was a tough battle. They were fighting really hard for it and we didn't do enough to win the game, so we move on and now we just have to make sure we win the next one. Arsenal remain 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League table following the conclusion of Week 13 fixtures. The Gunners staged a comeback from a goal deficit to secure a 1-1 draw with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. If Arsenal can sustain this momentum, they are likely to capitalise on their opportunity to win the league title this season.
John Terry on the Arsenal vs Chelsea game today. I thought Chelsea were by far the better team, regardless of spending the majority of the game down to 10 men. But I thought the first half, there was only one team on the front foot looking to win the game and showing aggression. It's a London derby and that's what we want to see from our players. Flying into tackles, a little bit of aggression. Unfortunately, the referee has killed the game by handing out 3 yellow cards in the first 15 minutes and taking the sting out of it. No arguments with the Caicedo one. I think that's a red card, and unfortunately he's going to be a big miss for us. But overall, I thought there was one team trying to win the game and that was us. I thought we were very good going forward. We were direct, really quick on the counter as well. We were solid defensively.
Hincapie and Mosquera, did they pass the big test? Arsenal walked into Stamford Bridge without their defensive pillars Saliba and Gabriel, and all eyes were on Piero Hincapie and Jean Mosquera. And honestly, those two stepped into a war. Chelsea pressed, countered, and threw everything at them, yet the young defenders stayed calm, won key duels, and matched the physicality all game. Were they perfect? Were they overwhelmed? This felt like a real coming-of-age night for the pair. For Arsenal fans, that's a huge sign of depth and future stability. But here's the big question. Did Hincapie and Mosquera actually exceed expectations, or are Arsenal still miles better with Saliba and Gabriel on the pitch? Drop your take. Let's debate it.